Kansas more often here. We'll come out and see you guys.
We'll start with Coach, and I'll bring Rodney Magruder and Will Spradling in here.
Hey, Coach, last week Coach Self talked about rebounding and how important it was going to be in this game for Kansas. When you look at the final rebounding numbers, how big of a role does that play in a game like this?
They got 24 more possessions than us. So, you know, I've never, 27 years, including coaching 13-year-olds, I've never been a part of a game where our team got its tail whooped in the physical part of the game the way we did today. It was a complete mismatch. For those of you media folks that were at our place yesterday, I told you guys that 10 minutes into the game will probably be over, and that's kind of what happened.
Frank, we talked about in the past. There are a lot of hard arenas to play in this league. What is it about this particular building that you guys have gotten off to the slow starts here? It's almost like it knocks you guys back in the game.
I almost called a timeout when we were up 1-0. I was so excited. We had a 1-point lead in the first half. It's a combination of three things, okay? It's an incredible atmosphere. They've got very good players, and they're coached by one of the best. You put those three things together, there's a reason they've won 82 of 84, 83 of 85 now, whatever it is, here at home. I'm not sure what the exact, what their home record is over the last 85 games, but I think it's something like that. I don't think they've lost here very often in a long time. And when you got those three factors together, you know, they got very good players that are very well coached. That means that you got very good players playing disciplined basketball, doing the things that they're supposed to do to win a game. Then you put 16,000 people in there, and there's not an open seat in the building. It's hard. And when you got some young guys like we have, they get wrapped up in that emotion. They can't overcome that, and it makes it hard. It's a heck of a lesson for every player that ever plays in this building.
Frank, but you made a good run there, early second half. What fueled that, and then what ultimately ended that?
Well, we actually didn't stand around and watch Thomas Robinson grab every rebound. We decided to compete a little bit. We decided to run the stuff that we practice, not hold the ball and play one-on-one. And then when we shot, we actually did our jobs and got on the glass for about a 5-minute segment there. And we played the way we usually play. But when you're not prepared to go out and compete in that kind of a game the way that you need to do it and be disciplined to do it, it's going to be hard to maintain that effort for 40 minutes. You might do it for 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's kind of what we did and got back in the game. And then we got it to 40. I know we got it to 3 one time. That was 42-38, you know, and then we lose Tehan back-to-back possessions. And credit Tehan that he made the shots. He could have missed them. But that's a breakdown on us. Scouting report says, do not leave Connor Tehan when he's in a corner. Do not leave Connor. And we left him twice. He made both shots.
Frank, how much of rebounding is just the desire to go get the loose ball? How much of it is playing smart, being in the right position, and which of those were lacking tonight?
Part of the problem with the offensive rebounds today was that our ball defense was not very good. So we got beat off the dribble. They had the ball. Tyshawn had the ball in the paint basically every time he wanted it in the paint. But I can understand giving up 10, 12 rebounds because of that. When you get out-rebounded by 25, I mean, Travis Relaford, is that a career high for him on the glass?
Yeah.
Give him credit. He obviously was very well prepared to play the game today, and we weren't. That's effort. Rebounds to me is discipline and effort. When you're not willing to lay your body into somebody, that's not very good. And we take a lot of pride in doing that. We obviously didn't do it today, and we got what we deserved for it.
Will, how often did Frank and the other coaches kind of talk to you about how important those first 10 minutes of this game, first 5 minutes of this game would be this week?
That was our whole philosophy coming into the game. That was something that hasn't happened with us in the past. Last year we came in and just got down. I mean, we had to fight back last year too. And then he said that his past teams had the same problems, and I mean, we came out the same way that we did last year, and that hurt us a lot.
After hearing about it all week, then how frustrating was it when it started happening again?
I mean, it was something that goes back to the last 3 practices we had. We didn't come out and practice well, and if if you don't practice well, you're not going to come out and play well.
Frank, what was behind the decision to go to the 3-2 zone?
We've been doing it more lately, but we couldn't guard the ball. We couldn't guard the ball. Our bigs were late on their ball screen stuff and just guarding it. I'm just telling you, they were guarding it different than what we practice. And that was putting our guards in difficult moments, trying to keep Tyshawn, who's a heck of a player, in front of them. And I just didn't feel comfortable that we were doing a very good job of controlling the ball. So I was trying to get Kansas out of that rhythm of just driving the ball and attacking us, to get them to slow down just a little bit. It worked for a little while. And then we lose Connor Teahan, give up a 3, and then I tried to coach a little bit, go back to man because Connor's in the game, and one of our guys stands there and lets him shoot another one, and, can't do that.
Coach, after nearly a 6-minute drought of scoring for Kansas, Connor does hit those 2 threes. How do you think the game changed after that point? It's
deflating. That's the problem with the first 5-6 minutes of the game here. I think every team that comes in here deals with it. It's not just us. I watch tape. I see everybody's down 12-2 to start the game here. It's unbelievable. But now it takes so much effort and energy to get yourself back to where you can manage the game that then you make a mistake and they make you pay. That deflates your team. And it deflated us because it went from 4 and we were kind of rolling a little bit to right away being deflated, and then they started coming up with every loose ball. We couldn't make a layup, miss free throws, and you guys got to help me here, because I'm not very intelligent, but I think he goes back-to-back threes and it gets it to around 10, and we got a chance and we got a 2 free throw situation. You make your free throws, you got it to 8, go get a stop, whatever. We miss 2 free throws and they come down, they score again, now it's 12. And it kind of gets away from you. You got to make free throws and open shots. When you got a lead, you can miss those sometimes. When you're in a hole, you can't afford to miss free throws and open shots, or it gets you, and that kind of happened to us tonight.
Is there an injury to James? He's street close.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Academically, he's still, even though I reinstated him, he's still not where he needs to be academically.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.